My child, stop for a moment. Do not scroll past this as if it were just another voice in the noise. I am speaking to you right now, in this very second, because you have been standing at the edge of a decision that could change more than you realize. I see your heart growing tired. I feel the weight you've been carrying, the silent questions you've been asking, and the quiet thought that keeps returning. Maybe it's time to walk away. But I tell you this with love and urgency. If you leave now, you may miss what I have been preparing for you. You think nothing is happening. You think your waiting has been wasted. You think your prayers have been echoing into silence. But what you cannot see is that I have been working in places your eyes have not reached, aligning things you have not imagined, and building something that is closer than you think. This moment you are in is not empty. It is not meaningless. It is the very space where your breakthrough is forming. That is why I am calling you to pause. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. Because there is a reason this message found you. There is a reason your heart slowed down as you heard these words. I am reaching for your attention before you make a choice based on pain instead of purpose. If you walk away too soon, you may step out of the very miracle you have been asking me for. So stay with me here. Listen closely. And as you listen, do not keep this moment to yourself. There are others just like you, standing at the same edge, ready to give up without realizing how close they are. Like this message, so more of my children can receive what they need in the exact moment they need it. Comment "I will stay" as a declaration of your faith, not just to me, but to your own heart. Share this with 3 people who need to hear my voice before they make a decision they cannot undo. And subscribe, so you remain connected to the words I will continue to speak into your life. I am not finished with you. Even now, as doubt tries to pull you away, I am drawing you closer. Even now, as everything feels uncertain, I am holding together what seems like it's falling apart. You are not here by accident. You are here because I refuse to let you walk away without hearing this truth. You are closer than you think. My child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I know the weight you've been carrying, even the parts you have not spoken out loud. I have watched you smile in front of others while quietly breaking within. I have seen the nights when your thoughts would not rest, when your heart felt heavy, and when you questioned whether anything would ever change. You have not hidden anything from me, not your doubts, not your fears, not even your moments of wanting to walk away. I know how tired you are. You have been strong for so long, holding on when it would have been easier to let go. You kept showing up, even when your strength felt like it was fading. You kept believing, even when your circumstances told you a different story. And now, you stand here, wondering if it is all worth it, wondering if staying will only lead to more disappointment. But I need you to hear me clearly. You are not overlooked, and you are not forgotten. Every tear you have shed I have counted. Every silent prayer you whispered, I have heard. Even the words you could not form, the emotions you could not explain, they reached me. I was there in every moment you felt alone, even when you could not feel my presence. I never stepped away from you. Not once. You may feel like you have been waiting too long. You may feel like others are moving ahead while you remain in the same place. You may even feel like you have been passed over. But what you cannot see is that your story is not behind. It is being carefully written, line by line, with purpose and intention. I know the moments when you almost gave up. I was there when you said, I can't do this anymore. I was there when you felt like your efforts meant nothing. And I was there when you almost made the decision to walk away completely. Yet somehow, you are still here. That is not coincidence. That is not luck. That is me sustaining you even when you did not realize it. There is something within you that refuses to fully let go, even when everything feels uncertain. That is not weakness. That is the part of you that still trusts me, even in the middle of confusion. That is the faith I placed inside you, still alive, still holding on. You are not here by accident, my child. This moment you are in, this feeling you are experiencing, this message you are hearing, it is all connected. I am speaking into your exact situation, into your exact struggle, because I want you to know that I have not lost sight of you. You may feel unseen by the world, but you are fully seen by me. And right now, I am drawing you closer, not pushing you away. My child, listen closely, because I am about to show you something your eyes have not yet understood. What you have been calling delay is not denial. What you have been feeling as stillness is not absence. It is positioning. I have been arranging things in ways you cannot yet see, aligning moments, people, and outcomes that must come together at the right time. You are not stuck. You are being placed exactly where you need to be. You have been measuring your progress by what is visible, by what you can touch and confirm. But my work is not limited to what you can see. I move in the unseen before I reveal anything in the seen. And right now, much of what I am doing for you is beneath the surface, beyond your current understanding. That is why it feels quiet. That is why it feels slow. But quiet does not mean inactive, and slow does not mean forgotten. I need you to understand this truth. Breakthrough often stands just beyond the moment of surrender. Many walk away right before the door opens. Many give up just before the answer arrives. Not because I failed them, but because they could not see how close they were. And now, you are standing in that very place, the place where the pressure feels greatest, where the silence feels loudest, where the temptation to leave feels strongest. But this is not the end. This is the threshold. You thought you were losing something, but I tell you, you are about to step into something. You thought this was falling apart, but I tell you, it is coming together in a way you could not have planned. I have been preparing something that matches not only your prayers, but your purpose. And if you walk away now, you may step out of alignment with what I have been building for you all along. Do not let your feelings rewrite the truth I have already spoken over your life. I am not late. I am precise. I am not withholding. I am preparing. And I am not distant. I am deeply involved in every detail that concerns you. Even now, I am working behind doors you cannot open on your own. I am softening hearts, shifting circumstances, and creating paths where there once were none. What you see as delay is actually protection. What you feel as waiting is actually development. I am strengthening you so you can sustain what I am about to release into your life. So do not misinterpret this season. Do not label it as wasted. This moment carries more purpose than you realize. And as you receive this truth, hear me also in this. When you choose to sow into what I am doing here, you are not giving to a channel. You are planting seeds into lives that are on the edge, just like you were. I say to you, give, and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is not a distant promise. It is my living word to you now. When you release, I release. When you open your hand, I open the heavens over you. If you feel me stirring your heart, do not ignore it. This is your moment to act. Go to the PayPal link in the description or scan the QR code before this moment passes you by. Become part of the harvest I am bringing in. What you sow now will return to you in ways you cannot imagine. Step into obedience, my child, and give. My child, I need to speak to you with both love and truth, because I care too deeply about you to stay silent while you stand on the edge of a decision that could take you away from what I have prepared. I understand your feelings. I understand the frustration, the confusion, and the weariness that has been building inside you. But I must gently correct what your heart is starting to believe. You are letting your emotions lead you where your faith should be guiding you. You are allowing temporary discomfort to convince you to make a permanent decision. And if you are not careful, you will walk away not because I told you to move, but because the pressure became too heavy for you to carry alone. But I never asked you to carry it alone. I asked you to trust me with it. You see, not every feeling is a signal to leave. Not every hard moment is a sign that you are in the wrong place. Sometimes the very resistance you are experiencing is confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. Growth often feels uncomfortable. Transformation often feels uncertain. But that does not mean you are lost. It means you are being changed. I am not calling you to run when things get difficult. I am calling you to remain rooted so that what I planted in you can grow fully. If you keep stepping away every time it gets hard, you will never see the fruit of what I have begun in your life. Seeds do not grow overnight. They require time, pressure, and unseen development beneath the surface. And right now, you are in that process. Walking away now would interrupt what I have already started. My child, do not confuse silence with abandonment. Just because I am not answering in the way you expected does not mean I am not speaking. Just because things are not moving at your pace does not mean I am not moving at all. I am teaching you to trust beyond what you can control, to believe beyond what you can measure, and to stay even when leaving feels easier. There are some things you will only receive if you remain. There are lessons that can only be learned if you stay in the place of stretching. There are blessings that can only be released when your heart has been prepared to handle them. If I gave you everything you asked for too soon, it would not sustain you. That is why I am shaping you first. So I am asking you, my child, do not make a decision out of exhaustion. Do not walk away just because you are tired. Rest in me, but do not remove yourself from the place where I am working. Let me strengthen you instead of watching you leave. I am not trying to hold you back. I am trying to bring you into something greater. But I need your trust. I need your patience. I need your willingness to stay, even when you do not fully understand. Because where you are right now is not punishment. It is preparation. My child, come closer and listen to my voice, because I am not only correcting you, I am strengthening you. I see how heavy this season has felt, how each day has required more from you than the last. But I want you to understand something deeply. You are not as weak as you feel right now. In fact, the very reason you are still here, still listening, still holding on even by a thread, is because I have placed a strength inside you that cannot be easily broken. You may feel drained, but you are not empty. You may feel tired, but you are not finished. There is a resilience within you that did not come from your circumstances. It came from me. I formed it in you long before you ever faced this moment. And now, in the middle of this pressure, that strength is being revealed, not created. You are discovering what I have already placed inside you. I know there are moments when you question yourself, when you wonder if you have what it takes to keep going. I know there are times when your mind whispers that it would be easier to just stop trying. But I tell you this with certainty. You have already overcome more than you give yourself credit for. Think about how far you have come. There were days you thought you would not make it through, yet here you were. There were moments when you felt like everything was falling apart, yet you are still standing. That is not coincidence. It is my hand sustaining you, strengthening you, and carrying you when your own strength was not enough. You are not walking through this alone, my child. Even when you feel like no one understands you, I understand you completely. Even when you feel like no one is supporting you, I am holding you up in ways you cannot see. I am the strength behind your endurance, the quiet voice that keeps telling you to take one more step, even when you feel like stopping. And I am not asking you to figure everything out. I am not asking you to carry the full weight of your future. I am simply asking you to keep going, one step at a time, trusting that I will provide the strength you need for each moment as it comes. You do not need tomorrow's strength today. You only need to lean on me right now. So when you feel like giving up, pause and remember this. You are not alone in the fight. I am with you in every breath, in every decision, in every moment of weakness. And my strength is made perfect in the very place where you feel the weakest. Let that truth settle in your heart. You are stronger than this moment because I am stronger within you. So do not give up now. My child, I want you to rest in this truth. I have not brought you this far to leave you here. Every step you have taken, every moment you have endured, every tear you have cried, it has all been seen, and it has all been part of a greater plan that is still unfolding. You may not understand the timing, but my timing has never failed you, and it never will. I am a God who finishes what I begin. What I started in your life, I will bring to completion. Not halfway, not partially, but fully and beautifully in the way I intended from the very beginning. You may feel like things are incomplete right now, like pieces are missing and answers are delayed, but I am still writing your story, and I do not leave my work unfinished. Trust me in this process. I know waiting is not easy for you. I know you would rather see immediate results, clear answers, and open doors. But there is a reason I am asking you to trust instead of rushing ahead. Because what I am preparing for you requires alignment, not haste. It requires the right moment, not just any moment. If I release things too soon, they will not carry the fullness of my blessing. If doors open before their time, they may lead you somewhere you are not ready to sustain. But when I move at the appointed time, everything will come together with clarity, peace, and purpose. That is my promise to you. I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot measure. I am arranging connections you have not yet made, opening paths you cannot yet see, and shifting circumstances that will soon begin to reveal themselves. What feels hidden now will not remain hidden forever. You will see it. You will understand why you had to wait. And when it comes, it will not leave you questioning. It will leave you knowing that it was me. I need you to hold on to this assurance. Nothing that is meant for you will pass you by. What I have spoken over your life cannot be undone by time, by delay, or by doubt. My promises are not fragile. They do not expire. They do not weaken because of your waiting. They stand firm. Even now, I am guarding what is yours. I am protecting you from what is not. And I am guiding you step by step toward what I have already prepared in advance for you. So do not let uncertainty shake your trust. Do not let delay convince you that I have forgotten. I am closer than you think, and my promises are closer than you realize. Hold on, my child. What is coming will be worth it. My child, now is the moment where you must choose. Not based on how you feel, not based on what you see, but based on whether you trust me. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence stirring your heart. And now I am calling you to respond, not passively, but intentionally. Do not stand still in doubt when I am asking you to move in faith. You have been waiting for a sign, and I tell you, this is your sign. This is your moment to decide that you will not walk away. This is your moment to plant your feet and say, I will stay where God has placed me until He moves me. Not because it is easy, but because you trust that I am leading you even when you do not understand the path. Faith is not proven when everything is clear. Faith is revealed when you choose to stay even when things feel uncertain. And right now, I am inviting you into that kind of faith, the kind that does not depend on circumstances, but stands firm on my word. So I ask you, will you trust me here? Will you trust me in the waiting, in the silence, in the pressure that feels like too much? Will you choose to believe that I am still working, even when you cannot see the evidence yet? This is your activation moment. I want you to shift your posture, not from hope to doubt, but from doubt to confidence. Speak it, even if your voice trembles. Declare it, even if your heart is still healing. Say within yourself, I will not leave what God is still working on. Let that become your anchor in this season. And then, take a step. It may not be a big step. It may simply be choosing to pray again, choosing to believe again, choosing to wake up tomorrow and not give up. That step matters, because every step of obedience aligns you deeper with what I am preparing. Do not underestimate small acts of faith. They are the seeds of greater things. When you choose to trust me in this moment, you are opening the door for what comes next. You are telling me, I'm ready, even if I do not feel ready, and I will meet you there. But you must act. Do not let this moment pass as just another message you heard and forgot. Let it become a turning point. Let it be the moment you decided to stay, to trust, to believe again. Because I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for your willingness. Give me that, and I will take care of the rest. Now rise in your spirit, my child. Stay where I have planted you, and trust that I am about to move. My child, come into this moment of stillness with me. Let your heart settle, let your thoughts quiet down, and listen as I gently remind you of everything I have spoken to you. You came here feeling uncertain, standing at the edge of giving up, wondering if it was time to walk away. But now you know the truth. You are not at the end. You are at the edge of something greater. I have not brought you this far to abandon you. What you thought was delay is preparation. What you felt was silence was actually my unseen work. What you feared with the end is only the beginning of what I am about to unfold in your life. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you are certainly not alone. So rest in me now. Release the pressure to figure everything out. Release the fear that has been pushing you to run. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to trust the one who does. I am holding your future, and I am guiding your steps, even when you cannot see the full path ahead. Let peace fill you right now. Not the kind of peace that comes from circumstances, but the kind that comes from knowing I am with you. The kind that reassures you that everything will come together in the right time. The kind that reminds you that staying is not wasting, it is trusting. You are safe with me, my child. And as this message settles into your spirit, I call you to carry it beyond this moment. Do not keep this word to yourself. There are others, just like you, who are standing on the edge, ready to walk away without realizing how close they are to their breakthrough. Like this message, comment your faith, share it with 3 people who need to hear my voice, and subscribe so you continue to receive the guidance I am giving you. Now hear me in this final call, because it is not separate from what I have spoken. It is part of it. Just as I have asked you not to walk away from what I am doing in your life, I am also inviting you to be part of what I am doing in the lives of others. There is a harvest I am bringing in, and I am calling you to sow into it. I say to you, As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest shall not cease. This is my living word to you. When you give, you are planting light into darkness, hope into weary hearts, and truth into those who are about to give up. I am speaking to you now. I am inviting you to partner with me in reaching my children. Do not ignore this prompting. Go now to the PayPal link in the description or use the QR code before this moment passes. What you release becomes a seed in my hands, and I will multiply it beyond what you can imagine. I will open doors, pour out provision, and return it to you in ways that confirm my hand over your life. Step into this act of faith. Sow, and trust me with the harvest. And now, rest. I am with you, and I am not finished yet.